Day you can lie to me and I said baby it'll be okay, but today is not one of those special days, and baby girl I'll be on my way. I'm doing me any other day you can cry to
Force Lucas, come on buddy, you gotta do better than that. Kyle, hello. Yo to you, sir. Catter, waste. I'm here for my daily prescription of talk. That's what I'm asking, chat. I just need that type of attentiveness. Sorry, Lucas, not today. Yeah, Lucas needs to be a little faster. I will give you credit that you said forced, and that's at least one letter off on the keyboard from I. I saw someone come in once and say, I meant to type first, but I misspelled it. But it was like F-E. And I'm like, that's not like, wait, so you typed F, and then your right hand didn't do anything, and then you moved your finger up to E. First. Like, I don't know if that works. Talk about sell me drugs? No, I'm good. Although, how hard would that be if you could take a prescription that was just a taco? Like, hey, you're gonna need a beef barbacoa on a corn tortilla. Like, all right, hell yeah. Okay, tried to get that little wall pinch. Parkour on more. Honestly, chat, I don't know why. It's feeling like a Dominus day. I might be switching over to there right after I score this banger right here. Bang! No, I want that. But the back post finish there. Obey land? I like the idea there, though. I love him there. $1 billion business idea. That's what I'm saying. Who put pills in my beef taco? Honestly, though, imagine if you couldn't even taste the pills. It was just like crushed up, you know? And then you just had a delicious taco. Like, you're telling me you wouldn't be what if they could have a breakfast Friday? Like, you wake up and then you literally have like a tortilla with like scrambled eggs, a little maybe mashed potatoes, cheese, just a little dab of sour cream. Like, you're telling me that wouldn't be an incredible idea? It's like a pill delivery device for people who struggle to eat pills. It's like, nah, it's just a taco instead. Like, oh, dope. So you get your breakfast and the pill. Especially great if it's one of those pills you have to take with food. Then it's like, oh, cool, you don't have to take it and then get rid of it later. Wait, look, yeah, I could have scored that. I just realized. I think that was like right to me. Pill pockets for humans. Actually, that's a great way to put it. What is a taco if not a pill pocket for a human, you know? Oh my god, he almost hit that away. It made me a little nervous. Bonk. That should be open. I would continue that, but I didn't have boost, so. Actually, low-key, insanely good pass. Close one. Okay, was just patrolling that one. This is actually really dangerous. Great aerial by him. Huh? Ooh. They're pressuring me into buying a Hardee's breakfast taco? Hardee's, what? Like Hardee's, like the burger place? The alternate Carl Jr.'s? What's the separation between Carl Jr.'s and Hardee's? Is it like a state thing? All right. Just trying to play for more 50s. It's part of my game I'm trying to do a lot better on is just learn when to take hard, like those hard 50s. Nice shot. Nice shot, close one. Has he? No? I was hoping NA Eagles would get off the wall and I could demo him. All right, we're gonna play the 50. That works. It's fine. Nice bonk, obey. It's gonna beat, that's fine. Aye, that was kind of dangerous. Oh my god, if that went on target. Never mind, Jalen had it. But I was about to say, like, that would have been a hilarious way to scored on. I'm gonna play NA Eagles clear, yep. No, that was such a good startup on the lift. Hezi is going to knock that one, yeah. Did he get that boost? I think Amor did. I'm gonna get back just because I don't believe he's gonna get the first one. A little bit dangerous. I was about to say, oh. Wait, no way, imagine. Wait. No, wait, third, obey, no! That could have been our game, right there. Wait, that's kind of insane. Unfortunately, I do not have that touch. Wait, Jalen? Yeah, just in case, let's get back. Is it Carl Jr.'s like a Western thing? 0 for 3, 0 for 3, what do you mean? Unexpected guy to hit it backwards like that. Nice touch. Good catch by Hezi. I feel like I've seen Carl Jr.'s in the South, but maybe I'm imagining that? Oh, never mind. That was a really hard bounce. Also, Hezi had that. Jeez, this man is on right now. Okay, I'm just gonna trust Armor has that. In fact, he can find Obey. Great pass. NA Eagles. Okay, buddy. I see it. He saw my pass. Really good job by him. Armor has that. That's not what I meant, but I bumped Hezi. This is a good game. This is a good first game. Hello, Arabic username. Nice shot! Let's go! Let's go! Whoa. Great counterattack, Amor. Mississippi River is? What do you mean? Is that the... Oh, attempts to score 3 almost? Oh, okay. You're counting my misses. That's pretty rude. Either way. That was a really good game. That was a really fun first game on. That was like back and forth. Both teams were playing well. Things we like to see, chat. Anyways. Carl Jr. is like a Western thing. Let's Google it, chat. Is it just the Mississippi River? Difference between Hardee's and Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. is primarily on the West Coast and Southwest, while Hardee's is more prevalent in the Midwest, Southeast, and Mid-Atlantic. So it looks like, based on the map, they're both in, what state is that? Colorado, and, no, not Colorado. What's the state to the right of Idaho, below Montana, and above Colorado? Wyoming? Okay, apparently they're both in Wyoming and Oklahoma. Other than that, it's entirely on the west, it's Carl's Jr., and then everything else is Hardee's. And then there's nothing in New England. There's no Hardee's or Carl Jr.'s, I guess. So, the more you know. Wyoming doesn't exist. Well, that's why I was confused, because, like, I don't know why it's on the map when it's not, like, a real state, you know? Hell, New England. That's really funny. Someone like, man, can't wait to get to Boston and have some parties. Like, wait. They just don't exist. I didn't realize they were that prevalent. It's like every single state in the U.S. except for New England has some form of Carl Jr.'s or Hardee's. I'm not gonna lie, I've never noticed them that much. So it's only in Oklahoma. Well, it's only on Oklahoma in terms of real states. Yeah, apparently it's also in Wyoming, but like, okay, buddy. Yeah, so is the Loch Ness Monster, all right? Whap! Nice speed, Luca. Bang. Just kidding, you played too far. Cool. Wyoming got promoted to the real estate recently because of Josh Allen's success in the NFL. Wait, didn't he go to Wyoming? I thought that was just a typo. Like, he went to Wisconsin, you know? Because I don't know how you go to a school, like, how deep does the government conspiracy go? Hey man, do you want to run some games? Hello, Souls. I do not run any games or queue with anyone I do not know. I think it's a typo, dude. I think he was a Wisconsin Badger or whatever. Like, I don't, like, why, how is he playing for Wyoming? Some people are like, yeah, their uniforms are brown. I'm like, look, do you hear yourself? What self-respecting college team would have browns or like a brown jersey? Like, just, do you hear yourself? That'd be really funny if they're like, hey guys, I know it was just like a fictional kind of territory, like a goofy thing, but Josh Allen's actually so good that we have to promote it. I respect Wyoming. Buddy, they have 200,000 people living there. I can't respect that. Albax, that's so unfortunate. How'd the job go? I don't know. I haven't heard back yet. How's your job been going? Did you get paid yet? Because if not, I'm rioting in the streets for you. I don't really know what streets and for why, but I would still do it. I'll commute to Austin just for the protests. Nice. Just massive. Hey, Matt. Brown University. Yeah, but Brown University isn't brown, he says, questioning if he knows what Brown University's colors are. That'd be really funny if Brown University is just like something egregious. I think it'd be really funny if an Ivy League university had no marketing sense at all. And they're just like, hey, welcome to Brown University. It's like purple and like neon yellow. And you're just like, oh my God, it's a really ugly color. It's like the 80s threw up all over our graphic design team. Bang. Give me the boost. Oh, I was kind of hoping that Luca bumped him, so I was like shooting it on target and seeing what would happen. State that exists, that's Maryland. Or Maryland is like red and black. Well, actually, no, the Terrapins. I don't know about. Got 4 baked potatoes. Gonna see how they turn out. The toaster oven. Toaster oven, baked potato. I'd see the potential. Oh, thought I had him. Oops. Ah, man. Honestly, it's not that I touched that from Luca, it's that Albax is chasing it as well. I was thinking like, oh, I could just touch that to the side and we have someone back. I did not realize all of us went there. I should have just left it. The only fake sets left are Vermont and Montana. I could believe Vermont. I don't know about Montana. Kyle, you can ban JC permanently. I don't really care anymore. You can just get him out. Okay, that's all I wanted. Just need that. No, look, I kind of expect you to be behind me. And gotta be a little careful here. Man, try to lift that a little bit more. It's fine. Luca has that. Pretty chill. Just kidding. We lost. Interesting. All right, well. I was like, it's okay, Luca's coming back. It's a pretty easy read. Shouldn't have gone, I guess. Vermont is by far the least real stunning. I don't, in my opinion, like those Midwest kind of flyover states, they're the most likely to be unrealistic or not real. Just because it's like, there's like a whole ass state. And it's like, oh, how many people live there? And it's like, you know, like 300,000 people. Like, what? That's like one section of one major city. And you're telling me a whole state hosts that many? They're like, yeah, there's like a house, and then 7 miles away, there's another house. Just like, that doesn't sound real. Because the terrain, what terrain? It's not mountains. I'd understand if you're in the Rockies and there's nothing to build, but like, it's just open grass. You're telling me you can't build some electrical lines? Let's get real here. Hello, buddy. Do you think First Kill is the best player in NA? Even First Kill at his peak would not be, in my opinion, Beast Mode at his peak. I think Beast Mode is altogether the best player in North America. I was gonna go even more than that, but I'm like, nah. I will say, First Kill, my incredibly bold prediction, or incredibly bold claim that I think anyone needs to know, the London Major Grand Final, Beast Mode against the Falcons, I literally do not know if I've ever seen a better individual series from a player, from front to back. Every touch was perfect, every redirect was on target, every shot was literally unsavable. It's like he was actually untouchable. Like, there was nothing to be done about him in that entire series. I remember, because I was there in person, I was watching for the crowd, and I was just like, I was right next to G2 Rob, who was at the time the general manager of the G2 Esports team. And he was literally just like, he is literally like out of his mind right now. He's like, I've never seen him play this well. Like, even he was blown away, and he gets to watch him every day, you know? New Doom game drops in 2 games. Oh yeah, that's the Dark Ages one, right? Matchmaking is all messed up, but it's working. And yeah, I was actually delaying my stream earlier because of that. Taco time. Hello, Draco. Dan's by far the best. Stop being silly, chatters. I don't know, man. I think obviously, I think obviously there's a lot of good players, obviously on G2 alone and whatnot. But I just feel like Beast Mode, when he's at his peak, is just like untouchable. Speaking of untouchable, Breezy, you want to jump for that? I was kind of waiting for him to take off. He had like 50, 60 boosts. He had more than that. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and then he goes, but he just jumped for the ball. I did not expect him to just watch that on port. You know there's no more G2, right? Yeah, there's on energy. I just call them G2, so apologies. Honestly, probably could have just let that redirect. Makes me laugh that out of all the names he chose, he just was like, yeah, I'll go with my own name. I don't know why, it will never cease to make me laugh. Imagine if all players did that. First kill would be Jason. I think Atomic would probably have the best one. T-Trox enters in and then just immediately gets slapped with a ban hammer. That's crazy. Most drama-free Detrox chat visit for sure. Oh, Daisuke, brave move. Didn't expect him to touch it like that on port. Oh, hate these full parties, dude. Hate when teammates miss the ball. Okay, gotta get careful. And by be careful, I mean do that. You know, I wanted it all in that first touch. I was like, all I gotta do is just catch it and turn it around at the same time, which is not easy. Nice shot. YouTube just banned me from streaming on 13. Maybe you were saying bad things or doing bad things. Do you think the Ultimates will clinch the 4th spot at the Raleigh Major? Bro, Schnitzelhaus, if they win, would clinch the Major. Can you imagine that'd be crazy? Psy and Lion Blaze leading the charge. Shout out Psy, though. CRL World Champion. Back in 2023. Not a mod here yet. Not yet. Man, if the flick would have gone really hard there. That's actually insane, I'm not gonna lie. That was a really good pinch. Do you think the Ultimates will punch the Major? They're too good not to. I can't foresee them getting cucked. Honestly, the only reason they did get cucked is because they forfeited their match because of lag. But also, I will say, Ultimates, I don't care about teammates arguing if League Play was a thing, this wouldn't have happened because they could rearrange the schedule, blah, blah, blah. If you're a team, you should have a sub. And then Farah's like, oh, but so many teams can't pay a sub. Then use the coach. Most coaches are ex-pros anyway. Like, you should have a sub. You'd rather forfeit than just play without your starter? That's insane to me. You're Saudi-owned billionaire freaking org. You're telling me you don't have the money to get a sub. Like, let's be real. Let's please be real. Anyway. But I think Ultimates are too good not to be flinching. It's honestly more about like outside performance from other teams than their own. Like they just need to like place pretty well. I mean, that's kind of the goal of most of the government of Saudi Arabia is to progressively buy most stuff in esports. Oh, I saw the cut coming. I just didn't think he'd take it basically backward. All right, Breezy, play the touch. Nice. Whoa! That went right through my car. Gets the double. No. D-Trucks has been gulagged? I saw that. So in LG's Power Crook, they had no choice. Omar's there's a sub, and he was at a wedding. I don't think they could. I don't think Omar was. I thought he was signed with Gen G. Or maybe that was last season. I could have sworn he still was. I'd have to check if that is that. Either way, if he was at a wedding, that's hilarious. I feel like the whole point of being a sub is, you know, being available. But not gonna say you should have missed a wedding because of a regional. But that's kind of funny. Hey, guy whose job it is to never scrim and never play with the team and only just be available to be ready to go at a moment's notice. Are you available for one of the most important things this season? No. Oh. Wish you clarified that before we signed you, but okay. How'd that not go in? Because that was the most insane save ever. They could have just said, no, Musty, you only have one sub. You have a coach slot and then you have a sub spot. So yeah, if Omar was the sub, they can't just put in another person on the roster, even if they are a coach. Yeah, you can. No, you can. Yeah, no, like Catter said, you can only list one player as sub. I think otherwise you have to individually, like, it's not the whole split, but like, for example, if this one they signed up with Omar as their sub and then the next time, honestly, that's what they should have done, in my opinion, but they probably just got lazy and didn't do that. So Omar, because you sign up for every regional individually, so for that one, they probably should have been like, oh, Omar's gone. Let's take him out. We'll list sad. So that, in my opinion, that was still the mistake. Granted, obviously they didn't think to do that, but in my opinion, I think it's kind of your job to plan for those things. Oh, what if someone's internet goes out? What if, you know, their power goes out? What if blah, blah, blah. Just the fact that they had zero way of playing otherwise is just a little weird to me. FaZe's their coach. Well, I mean, that's probably also because, one, their sub doesn't fly with them, so he was already the default coach. Also, it's Gamers 8. They're not going to make them forfeit games. It's lame. Even if it was bending the rules, they'd probably just be like, yeah, whatever, you can play. Alpha Cap top 12, though. I think everyone portrays Alpha Cap as terrible, as if he isn't, like, you know, a former bubble player, and then also, like, pretty high-level SSL in ones lately, you know. T-Corral will be carrying that team. I need to watch back the T-Corral series from Alpha Cap's stream, because apparently he was going off. Like, every team they played against, they're like, at T-Corral Masterclass on Twitter afterwards. I was like, was he just, like, scoring, like, 90% of those goals or whatever? Was he just peaking all day? Alpha Cap better than Guh, no troll. I mean, I don't know about that, but I have to see the series. I know Cap has been playing pretty well lately, though. Used to be D1. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what you mean by D1. At least Snarl says God plays so nervous. Well, it's because like he's played really high level stuff in like CRL. And people are like, CRL's in high level. I'm like, well, at the level Ball State is at, they're playing RLCS teams. They're basically playing a mixture of Steam Evo and Strictly Business, Schnitzel House, all those teams that have already gotten like top 12, top 8s, top 4s. So it's like, it's not out of control to say like he's not used to it, but I think it's because he knows how many more eyes are on him and like what's at stake and whatnot. I wouldn't surprise him to play a little bit more nervous. Honestly, SR is pretty tough. Again, I have not watched their gameplay and seen what they are. I just feel like for me, it's hard to like, I can't really rule out whether it's like, okay, well, is this Reddles needing to retire, or is this like, or is that, man, the timing on this could not be worse. Also, my teammates could not be worse right now in the beginning. We're just giving away weird stuff right now. Already not great, and Reddles makes it even worse. That's all you need to know. I think Parth is someone that, like, back in the day when I was doing the team streams for Shopify, he would be like the peakiest player, but he has probably in terms of RLCS mainstays, he is probably the largest gap between his floor and ceiling I've ever seen in a pro player. Like, when he plays bad, it is really bad. But when he, obviously, he can pull off some great stuff. Even Reynolds, when he had his, like, I joined SR YouTube video, the way he talks about Parth, he's like, this guy pulls off such insane stuff. And, gotta, you know, it's something to get used to, you know? It's just, but it's so crazy to watch him play. And I'm like, it's very clear he wants to say, like, yeah, it's a little, like, wily, but, you know. 2Piece is probably, like, a very consistent player, but, I mean, I don't know. Parth needs to have a higher floor, like a lot higher, and I feel like he's never been that player to do that. That's the one consistent thing about Parth I've seen, is like he's just not super consistent on the quality. He'll give away a lot of stuff. The amount of times in the Shopify team stream where we would give away, like, he would hit like a quadruple reset, I swear, against like an RLCS level team, and then the very next play, the ball would be right in front of our goal, and he would just throw it right to a guy on offense and then give away a free one. And I'm like, why? Like, you're better than that. Why? Can I come out of the freezer? Not right now. What do you think? Back post. Yeah, I knew those happened. Oh, this one. FaZe did good that split because the org said they pay the players more money. I mean, well, yeah, that was literally the thing. Hey, Birdie. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the FaZe split literally, Roldiz talked about that. Like, Mist and Sypical were so burnt out from Rocket League that they refused to play outside of scrims. And to the point where Roldiz negotiated with FaZe to give them a bonus if they finished, I think, top 102s or something. Or 2s or 3s. And then they did. They grinded, and they were both top 100. They got a money bonus, and then they had the best split up first phase, coming in second for that whole split at the major. And then they stopped giving them that bonus, thinking, oh, guys, that would be good enough motivation, right? That you almost won the entire major when we gave you that bonus, so why maybe you don't need it anymore? And then they proceeded to stop playing, and then they sucked. So it was like, oh, they didn't learn the lesson at all. Yeah, as much as I'm not a huge fan of how Roldiz handled that down the stretch, I do feel like he kind of did everything he could. He figured out the only thing that could motivate them. And then it's not really on FaZe to be like, hey, we're already paying you guys like 6 figures. You need a bonus to play the game? Like, what are we doing? You know? There's one. Top 5 favorite pro for me, so hilarious, consistent, always must watch RLCS. Well, I mean, I think the thing is, like, back on Space Station, I mean, there was an argument to be had, like, on Space Station at peak Sypical. He was, like, one of the best players, like, in the world in general. I think people forget, like, how good he was and how highly regarded he was. Which is why when he went to FaZe, everyone was kind of like, it's kind of Jover, everybody. Like, there's nothing to be done. This is just going to be the team. What patience. I liked it when we had 100 boost on Amor and he didn't go. I think he thought I was going to him. I was trying to make Gavalanche not walk for it, run for it. Oh, this one. We didn't give the 2 freebies. Who knows? On the FaZe. I think AJ is a very interesting pro career because it's like, I think individually he's obviously spectacular, but there's also a lot about his playstyle that I'm like, it feels like he's not necessarily at the level he should be at. I don't think AJ ever won a regional, right? Trying to think back. I think even on phase, I don't think they want to read. Am I high on that? No, they won 1. Spring NA Event 3 in 21-22. And then they won... Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, okay. They won Event 3 in spring and fall. They opened... Okay, so they did win on phase. 1 against G2, and then 2-1 against Energy. What? Is that when we were doing sets? You. I haven't been paid. Time to riot. Kyle, I'll see you in the streets. That's actually insane. I'm blown away that you're not being paid. I thought that was just a problem in esports and construction, apparently. Oh, you're 100% right, Musty. Like, that team was still very good, even demotivated, you know? Why? Why are you like this to me? I'm forcing the first touch. You just wait for the second. Why are you diving? Why are you diving? Why would you think that he didn't have it? Oh, okay, well. The mind-numbingly bad plays. I think that kind of, yeah, but I don't know. I think you kind of take that for some players. You know, if their peak is insane, even if they have some bad plays, it's not really going to affect their overall quality. Do you think Frisco is the best player to not want to land? Really going through my Rolodex. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of other players to not want to land, and I'm like, I think that's probably him. My boy Com should have been winning more than just Gamers 8, personally. Nice pass. Oh. TRK better if you don't count non-RLCS lands? I do not. I don't count the World Cup just because it's literally Falcons against a bunch of makeup pickup teams, which don't have the same chemistry. So in my mind, I was like, yes, it makes sense that you just use them. And maybe it would have been different if like they played Energy in the final or whatever, you know, like the USA team. But that being said, like, it doesn't count for me just because it was a bunch of pickup teams against a team that scrims together constantly. Like, that's just not a fair matchup. Of course they're gonna win. Even if you are playing against Zen, Monkey Moon, and Vatira or whatever, you know? Great shot. I like the part where it's not even close to on target. Energy not being able to play in that, literally. I'm not even joking. When that news came out, I was not interested in it anymore. I don't think I watched like a single series of that entire event once I heard that. I was like, okay, cool. Team USA is gonna be competitive. Saudi Arabia is gonna be competitive. France looks insane. Let's get this started. And then they just don't have the team. And then we got Genji instead, which, I mean, sure, whatever. But I was just like, let's be real. That's not even the second place team I wanted for Team USA. No! 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 They're DDoS in chat. I think we're back. What is happening, dude? I think we're back, chat. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop doing that. I was like, it's okay. Obey will chip that up. He beat him to the ball. And then he leaned so far back he missed. I don't know why he's trying to do anything but pop it up. I should have not believed. I should have not believed. All right. Chronic had not been pooping his pants. Did he have some indigestion that I'm forgetting? I just don't think anyone is beating KC the way that they're playing right now. Like, I just don't see any team being able to fix that unless they literally just hard read like the play style and prep just for KC. I don't know why I keep trying to get underneath it when it's like that. Silver Fox, save with the raid. Amor? Why? Hi, J-Sill. Literally, first game on was with this duo, and I was like, man, these guys are playing really well. Great game by us. And then ever since then, I have not been a fan of anything that's been happening. Oh my lord, dude. Kill me, dude. Just get out of my lobby. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm so done. The odds of him getting bumped into me, dude. Everything possible going wrong. I'm not saying this is unwinnable, but like this is the throw of throws. I'm telling you, chat. Ah, I got demoed. That's a shame. Some may argue that Obey could have hit that to the sideline, but you could also try to lob it lightly up the middle with a guy about to 50 you. So, some might call that a bad decision. I would also call it that. Picked a bad time. No, you're fine. I'm just ranting because this is just what rank 3s is anymore, especially at high GC3 or something, or mid GC3. Trying to get back to SSL. Just going to be yourself solo queuing into a triple full party while you and your solos are struggling to drive in a straight line. Rank 3 is what it is. I mean, yeah, but it's like at a certain point you're like, we shouldn't be making this many goofy mistakes. Now it's unwinnable. It's sad, but you know, just about making sure you don't give away the goofy stuff. You know, it's one thing to win in GC3, but it's mostly like a matter of actually being focused on not doing the stupid stuff. Because even in GC3, like, it's just teams making mistakes that are going to lose. That's pretty much it. Like, everyone plays smoothly enough and solidly enough that you, both playing a good game will not get scored on. It's really just the first person to, like, try something stupid and it fails that usually loses you the game. Basically, no one playing rank 3s. That is true. I turret. Why are you with someone as a teammate? I don't know who else is on, to be honest. If I get Obey and Amor again, we lose, I'm going to recruit someone just to avoid them. What are the queue times for GC3? Right now, at the top of the screen, it says 40 seconds. I would say most of the time, I'm queuing for at least like 2-3 minutes. As the night goes on, they slowly get more people on, but it takes a bit. Yeah, there's just not a lot of people at this rank, so it creates a weird discrepancy. It's also, I will say, part of it right now is because it's like June, it's like May 12th. At least for me, this is like the end of my finals week when I used to be in college and grad school. So I know there's probably a lot of college age kids who are like very much so locked into what they're doing. So there's probably like a little bit fewer, there's fewer people on just because of that. That's a name I've forgotten about. Bluey. Obviously this is not him, but it'd be funny if it was. Why would you pre-jump that? Oh, hello. Try to pinch that. Very good fake. I remember Blue was like pretty good for a while, and then he like went away, and then he came back, and he had like 1 or 2 regionals where he was actually like popping the hell off, and it was like, what the hell happened to this guy? It was on PSG, right? He like came back in, and it was like him and Chaussette or something, I want to say. We're pairing for a bit. Man, remember when we used to have actual football orgs in esports? I miss those days. Except for the fact that apparently some of them did not, like Barca, like did not pay out their players at all. Bro, I can't wait for that again. I would love the PSG. Imagine Barcelona, Real Madrid esports. Try to skip that. Oh, okay. No, Tuscany, no, you left. Thank you for the save, teammate. Other guy. Cops my favorite TV show. TV show. Bad boys, what you want? What you want? What you want to do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Taco, what's up? Not much, just playing the Dominus, trying to get back to 1800. I literally don't think I've touched 1800 this season. I literally get right up to the game before, and then I get the worst throw of all time, so. Or I literally just play like 2/3 of energy for no reason. Mavs got the #1 pick? Hell yeah. Nope. That's in. Probably contract when you can entirely not and then fold as a company entirely? Sure. Radio KX3, thank you for the raid. How's the stream? I didn't realize Dallas did poor enough to get the #1 pick, or was it actually just like, that's how it worked out? Did they trade? Did they trade for that? Or are they actually that bad that they got the #1? Like, 'cause I'm thinking like, there's probably worse teams, right? I think they got lucky. Well, who are they gonna use it on? Cooper Flag, I'm guessing? Or whatever his name is? Because I think Cooper said he declared. Maybe he got the leak that Dallas is gonna go, and he's like, I'll go to Dallas, I'm just not going to Charlotte. Literally, it was so bad that the Hornets were apparently projected to be #1, and then Cooper literally said, I would rather play another year of NIL basketball than go to the NBA if I'm gonna get signed to Charlotte. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's like some players being like, I would rather not get drafted than be drafted by the Browns and get trapped. %10 off the draft lottery. Interesting. Nice trudge. This is such a confusing team. I don't know if they've consistently touched this ball all day. That was actually a pretty easy double if I just committed to it. Spurs getting the second pick is scary. Wait, they got the second? Dude, what is up with the draft lottery? Did they? Okay, I don't follow the NBA as closely as you guys might think I do based on how much I talk about it. But like, how does the draft lottery work? Like, isn't it not based on record anymore? Or is it just like a higher percentage draw based on your record? Like, is it like if you're the worst record, you have like, they still draw it, but you have like a, let's say you have a 40% chance? Higher draw based on record. Okay, that's what I thought. And then Mavs got a 10% chance of winning it. That's crazy, dude. Honestly, the NBA probably bailed them out. They're like, hey guys, your organization's gonna cease to exist if you don't get a good pick, so here you go. Rig that lottery real quick. Where's 14 or whatever we're put into a basket? Ah, okay, thank you. I wonder how they calculate it. Is it like win share or something? And then they just do like a ratio. Honestly, at this point, that's what they should do with the Rockies, if any of you guys watch baseball. White Sox put together the worst baseball season in modern history last season, and then one season later, the Rockies are on pace to go even worse. Rockies are horrible. It's like objective, like but they're weird. They lost 21-0 to the Padres, and then the very next game they beat them 9-3. How does that happen? Hurting a terrible trade. Apply for compensation today. You could have number one pick and get Cooper Flag. I mean, Mavs were like, I remember Mavs were at such a point where they had so many players injured that they literally, it was a debate if they could even field a full eligible roster for a game. Like, they're like, they might have to get fined because they don't have the cap space or room to buy a free agent. So they literally just could not field an entire squad. And they were like, we're not entirely sure if they're gonna have to like pay fines for that. I was like, Rock's gonna issue a formal apology. They've already kind of done one because they fired the head coach and the pitching coach, I think. They won the game, or they won a game against the Padres and then immediately fired them. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. Rare moment when bad team actually wins again, and then they're like, yeah, by the way, you're fired. Our breaking point was actually winning again. Unfortunately, I keep hitting it back to them, so I should be a little more careful on that one. Oh, I got bonked. Couldn't end on a loss? Yeah, for real. Hey GM, can we keep going until we win? Okay, fine. Well, I'm off by one. See you, Kyle. Hopefully you get paid soon. Otherwise, that's insane. Oh, I was greedy on that one. I don't want to go too far because Amor's not rotating back yet. Oh, well. Not gonna lie, I didn't think he'd throw it right at me. I thought he would lob it. And he was just like, what if I gave it away? Bonk. I was like, oh. My bad. I was already turning by the time he hit it because I was like, okay, that's not what he's gonna do. He's gonna keep it close and 50 it or something. And oh, we're playing a college team. Eastern Tennessee, I think, state. I got paid as soon as you said that. Let's go! Barbecue on Kyle tonight. Reset? You bet. That was a weird reset. Why right down the middle? I've never understood people so desperate to clear that they'll always put it right down the middle. Just frickin' tap it once lightly to the side and you buy us way more time. I wish you didn't catch that. Ooh, see, Obey, you don't turn to the wall when a ball's about to bounce off the backboard, but it's okay, I'd forgive you for not knowing that. After all, this is only the top 0.01%. Anyway, good luck with the win streak. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle, for the $5.
Good luck with the win streak as always. Later, everyone. Remember, YouTube chat is better than Twitch chat.
He's got a point, chat. YouTube chat does tend to be a little bit better in some ways. Thank you, Kyle, for completing our chat goal. Oof, couldn't quite reach that. At a certain point, chat, we're just not capable of winning. But Bryce, I know you're not Bryce, but Bryce thinks that Twitch chat is better. Maybe his Twitch chat is better. Turd, that's a crazy emote. And really bad in all other ways. See, I would... It's fine. You know, I'm not going to talk. It's fine. All right, spiking that just to give us a little bit more time. Ooh, I was hoping Chop would like play that corner and the quick turn would maybe give him some space. Genuinely not sure what Armor saw on that made him delay, but whatever. Should be a goal. Bruh. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, that was too high. Have my see you in a bit. I'm sorry, Lemon. Emoji commenter. Hi, I'm gonna really hope that you don't just comment spam emojis, because that's gonna get you timed out. YouTube chat is better when there aren't people here chatting crazy stuff. That is true. I think the age diff. That's unfortunate. I should have just gotten back, but I was hoping they'd spike it a little bit further. Close one. Ugh. All right, chat. Because I cannot play with that duo anymore, I am going to see if someone else wants to play. Because, my gosh, that's the third loss in a row. Oh my God, sir. Haven't seen you in a bit. Yeah, I took a little bit off from streaming. I don't know what Moonville is. Is that like Farmville, but for the moon? Do you guys remember what Does anyone that isn't my age know what Farmville is? Shout out Farmville. Okay. Because that was like the game back in when I was young and Facebook was still like the in thing. The OG classic time waster. Yeah, I can see that. By the rule of rank chat, Obey and Amor is going to put up all star numbers right now. They're about to score 300 points on us. Nice shot. It's like an abandoned town that was recently torn down because they didn't want the secrets to be known. Oh, it's like a real thing? Oh, okay, speaking of. Yeah, my bad. Game left. Yeah, my bad. I alt-tabbed and lagged a bit. Might be. What is it? Was that a ghost touch? What was that? Do you guys see that ball go whoop? What a read! That's psychotic by turn, I'm not gonna lie. That would have been super funny. Now that's clear, but it's fine. Bang, bang! We love the passing plays, chat. Little side roll to keep it on the ground, make it easier. There's an old railroad tunnel, that meme and family. You own a meme? I think that's a good dog name. Meme. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I actually never touched Farmville. I know a lot of friends who did, but I was like I was turned off on it by it because of how much people would chat at me about it. Where it's like, I don't want to get involved because it's like, help this person grow their crops, blah, 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 like, join their farm, like, help them grow, and I'm just like, I'm good. Like, if you spam me less, I would consider it, but no, I'm not doing it otherwise. Farmville just picked up from, and then Stardew Valley took over as the cozy farming game. It's me in Minecraft. Many of my friends press me about it. Makes me want to get it less. Shooter. See, I love the Death Star explosion, goal explosion, and I have it, and I keep forgetting to put it on. It's a banger. That was on me. I saw us moving forward, and I was like, wait, is he leaving it for me or not? And then I couldn't tell if he was or not. And that same thing, man, we are giving up hilarious goals. Can I look up Moonville? No, I'm good. You already told me about it, so I'm good. I'm not reading into the lore of Moonville. Awesome. Okay, kind of big boy. I honestly did not think you could get that. Was that even off the wall? I didn't see. Oh, it was. I did not think you'd get that down. Angels. He could be your devil, or he could be your angel. North Carolina's playing Ohio State basketball December 20th. I enjoy them playing so you don't have one to root for. That is nice, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, it's either gonna end in me getting bumped or he's gonna redirect it. Dude, I'm going to freaking lose it, dude. There's no shot. Bet they're random this game. I guess I should have just been doing what Perry's doing, score a hat trick, and then we just give away our 5th freaking goal to my teammates who could not score to save their lives in the previous matches. Oh, man. All BRB, all right, peace out, anime. Should have, you have 80 boost, why are you grabbing the 100 from me? Ascend Tournament Series, hello! How y'all doing? Is that the Tournament Series I think it is? That's fine. You guys tuned in to me getting worked by an inferior team. Wait, never mind, horrible touch. That's okay, we didn't deserve to win that. Welcome in, hopefully Ascend had a good stream. Had a good thing going. Hello, Braywood. Long time no see. I be like that sometimes. Yeah, we were taking a break for a while within stream, just because I was going through it. But in that meantime, I've been doing interviews with a specific tech sales job, and they said like that I might be hearing something early next week, and that was on Wednesday. So I've heard nothing today. Hopefully that means tomorrow I get my job offer, and that comes with our salary again. And then we're so back. We're not just back, we are like so back. And then we could be making bank again and actually be saving up, because then we'd have content casting, a $2,000 gig that I'm doing contract work with for another social media company, and then my hopefully full-time job in tech sales. Ready to get that? Yeah, I would be hyped. That would be awesome. My starting salary probably is not going to be crazy, but if it's literally anything more than $3,000 a month, that's great, because $3,000 is exactly what I need to pay all of my bills month to month. And then over time, once I have less loan, a loan that I don't have to pay off for a massive chunk every month, then I could pay that off and then move on to a wonderful next phase of my life where I don't have to pay $3,000 a month, but I can maybe pay like $1,500 a month. Landed a new job? Hell yeah, what are you doing, Braywood? Sibs? Siebs? Ground script for baseball cup? Nice. That's fun. Get to enjoy your time with the diamond. You're the one putting the tarp out for the rain delay. Oh, wow. Good patience by Elmore. Oh, you just threw it right forward. Okay. Try to get that in the skin. Pays better than DoorDash? Yeah, that would be great. Also, DoorDash is like in itself like pocket change, you know? It's meant to be like the sidest of side gigs. Unless you're doing it a lot and not really minding the miles and gas you have to put in, you know? I remember a guy was door dashing one time in like a pickup truck. Or like I had something delivered to me and it was like basically like a GMC. And I'm like, buddy, that thing gets like 14 miles to the gallon. Like, how much are you even earning in DoorDash before you have to give it all back after like 4 deliveries in gas? Granted, the tank is huge, but I'm like, it costs so much to fill up that tank. Like, how is this even working? Where's this thing somersaulted over it? Oh. I know the only time I've ever seen someone do that stuff and actually succeed a lot with money was my buddy had a BMW 4-seater, or like, well, I guess like just not a coupe, sedan, with leather seats and everything. And he would drive for Uber Lux, where you pick up like really fancy people, because he lived in Long Island, so he would work the Hamptons. And whenever there was someone super snooty and rich who wanted to go from their mansion to the inner city, they would order Uber Lux. They'd get picked up, and he would just put on a suit or a tux or something, and then pick them up, open the door for them, give them like mints and like complimentary water or whatever. And then the person would pay like a huge chunk for the drive, but then since they're like all millionaires, he would like get tipped like on average like $50 to like $200 a trip or something, sometimes more, if it was like a really annoying job. He said he even started giving away his card. Like he made a business card so that if a client liked him and they wanted to reserve him for a day, like, oh, drive me to this part and then drive me to this part and then park and wait for me as I go shopping with my wife or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he would literally get paid, like, I think he said he got paid $5,000 for a single day of driving. And I was just like, dang. He says it's not super easy to do that. I just got really lucky and I, knew which neighborhoods to stalk out. And I had a good car for it, and I had a suit and tux and all that stuff. But he's like, it was a great way to make money. He said in one summer, his current record, I don't know if he still does it. I would hope he still did, but I don't know if it's feigned in recent years. I remember our junior year, he came back and he showed me a checking account. And I think it was like, he had like something like $16,000. And he's like, yeah, I made that in 3 months of not even driving like every weekend. And I'm like, God damn. I tried to slot that on the near side. Oh, I want to get a light touch. I mean, that's what I said. I was like, is it really on the summer? He's like, well, the thing is, like, I'm in college, so I can't do it during the fall. But he's like, it's probably something you could do year-round, but he's like, honestly, it's really long because the drive from the Hamptons to the city is not like 20 minutes, You also have to go through traffic to get into New York City, so that was really annoying. He did mention that there is like actually like because they're all like snooty rich people, they're expecting you to like kiss their ass basically. And there were a couple times where like he would like, I don't know, he didn't say sir to one of the people and they rated him down because they're like, driver was not respectful to me or whatever. And he's just like, dude. Bro's wealthy, but not wealthy to have full-time servants, so he's ticked that he can't get the servant treatment. Still in the hate-love relationship with this game? Yeah, I feel that. I don't know, recently I'm enjoying it a bit more. At times, I will say the threes queues are really infrequent lately, and it's really sad. Like, it's legit like, I'm queuing in high 1700s, and it's taking me like it feels like at times it's taking me 3 to 4 minutes to find a game, depending on the time of day. It's really strange to watch. I bet the game is fine if you're like a lower rank or something. I bet if you're plat through like low champ, you're getting queues constantly and it's great and it's normal. But like, yeah, recently it's been absolutely horrific trying to get games. Also, Skeletrix saw Stop Gaming and Logan9 on YouTube. Hello. For some reason, your chats did not show up in my chat. Hopefully, my chat thing that collects my YouTube and Twitch is not offline. Hey, Logan9, peak rank 2077 in threes. Said hi. Hello, Skeletrix. Hello to you. So many friends retiring. Okay, my hot take is... What the heck is this engine noise? Sorry, guys, I'm gonna change that. That actually just threw me off. Again, I don't know why people are retiring from Rocket League. I've never understood why people phrase it like that. Utopian? Yeah, I'm good. And I never thought I listened to any of these. Whatever, just do this. Skateboard? Hell yeah. They said they'll quit. I mean, I just don't get why you quit. Just play the game less seriously. It's also implying retiring means you'll never play this game ever again. Like, I don't know. Why open yourself up to the awkward thing of like, just kidding, guys, I'm coming out. Like, just don't play. You don't have to announce it. If you're truly like, I'm not playing video games anymore or something like that, like in total, then yeah, say it. But so many people are just like, I am not playing Rocket League ever again. And there's nothing gonna change my mind. And you're just like, okay. And then they take like 3 months off and then they're like, all right, guys, you know what? LFT. And it's like, dude, you didn't retire then. Why even bother? Also, no point to retire when UE5 is getting announced at Worlds this year. At least based on literally every single high-level conversation I've had with literally anybody in the know. You're telling me people are going to come out of retirement and not play Unreal Engine 5? Get real. You're not going to be a little bit curious about how the game's going to look and feel? Honestly, I saw President Mike miss the boost, and I was like, I'm just going to see if I can score that. I probably should pass that, but either way. I was going to pass the turret, but I wasn't sure if he turned around in time. You will probably not be. I refuse to believe that you're not going to be at least a little curious about Unreal Engine 5. The only thing that I think some people have said also that they would absolutely not do, like Caterpickle, and I also don't believe you when he says it, is if Epic makes it so it has to be launchable through Fortnite, people are like, I'm not going to play it anymore. Really, dude? Just so you don't have to say, I'm booting up Fortnite to get on Rocket League? Like, it's one extra click, dude. Like, it's fine. You'll survive. No, I refuse. That breaks it. Everything. Okay. The only downside of that was that I don't get to change my name on Steam anymore. You know? I will not be tempted. I literally cannot believe you. This game is way too unique. If you have this much of a love for the game, you're not going to be at least a little curious about what the engine feels like. At the end of the day, we're all going to be lemmings to the new Buzz. Nice. I'm just excited as a content creator because one, it brings new audience back, but also opens a lot more freedom for us to do stuff. All right, bro, if I run into you a ranked at any point after Unreal Engine 5, you owe me 20 bucks. Give me that grounds crew cash. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm getting cocky for like literally no reason on some of these 50s. Like I'm going for some stuff that I'm like, I don't have to go for that. Ooh, I didn't think he hit it like that. Where's Buddy? Buddy is... might be lurking right now. I don't know formally where they are. What? This one? Oh, whoops. That was like a little bit lighter than I thought the ball would be a hit. I don't even think that's a goal, to be honest. Yeah, that's not like they do not have a good angle on that. Bonk. Man, blue team is taking laps around the goal, but not necessarily getting on target. Okay, we'll get back. Oh, giving it one more. Nice. Ah, got a cat hair in my nose. Hey, Fanny Winnie. How you doing? Or Fanny Winnie. Digging for treasure there? Yeah, turret. We gotta pick. We gotta pick. We gotta pick away. You live in the mitten? That's a Michigan reference. Are you SSL? No, not right now, but we have. Game crashed. Not right now, but yeah, we've been SSL a few seasons. Skateboard engine? I mean, it is one of the engines. See, the thing is, for me, part of it is like, yeah, let's put on a fun engine, but then like a game later, I just get angry and irritated with it, so I can never actually rock those for long. Just like all these like weird noises in the background. I'm just like, shut up. I want to hear it. I mean, I remember there's also the UFO one. I used to use that one. People hated that, dude. They hated it. Practice reset. Never seen anyone do it. I saw a few SSL doing it. So I'm pretty sure I've invented a new reset. I'm gonna think you didn't, mainly just because I would say a lot of people have been experimenting with different ways of getting a reset. So I don't know if we're really able to get a new one. Can you describe what you're doing? Bang. Screaming cats? Yeah, it's called the civet. It's a just that over and over and over again. I casted Slick Mike on LAN the other day. He's a member of the Army Esports team. No, I wanted a double. I don't think Fairlino knew I bumped 2 players. What the? That didn't roll at all. I thought it was like, that's hitting off the corner, and then it did, but it like didn't off the part of the corner that I thought it would. Nice scoop, holy. It's a reset into a musty, but then cancel the musty? I feel like I've seen something similar. So it's a musty, it's a flip cancel musty into an air dribble. I don't think that's a new time to reset. That's just a regular reset with a different form of musty. I would say you didn't really invent a new reset. You just are doing something that, let's say, people probably don't do as much. Also, I would argue if you cancel the musty and carry the ball, you're not actually mustying it. You're just flipping and canceling the flip. So I feel like the whole point of a musty is that you're actually physically flicking the ball, whereas if you just backflip and cancel it, you're not actually getting the musty flick. Does that make sense? Ooh, top shelfer. Nice shot, Berlino, close one. Ooh, nice little flick. Ooh, that was a weird touch for Turret, I don't blame him. You're getting it wrong? Well, then you gotta describe it in a way that, you know, that's not my interpretation. Misunderstanding is a two-way street. Nice shot. You're getting me wrong. Basically, you reset, but go for a musty, but cancel before hitting the ball, and then air roll for another reset. So you get a reset, and then you go for a musty? I'm so lost. I don't really know what you're getting at. GG's, I guess I'm banned. I'm sorry, Turret. All because of Erich claimed it. I guess I'm banned. Stop right there, criminal scum. You reset, but go for a musty, but cancel before hitting the ball, and then air roll for another reset, basically faking the musty into a reset. That just seems like you're describing a double reset. You're just doing a more intricate setup for a double reset. I was trying to get close to it. Honestly, I probably could have back flicked that one in. Same as the musty, but different. I mean, I understand what you're going for there. Instead of mactifing into the next reset, you're mustying. A 100 times harder than a mactif. Damn. Well, you're trying to like say like you go into a musty and then cancel it and then move that. I guess if I cancel it, depends on. I think I could see why it's so it would be hard. If you're musting and then cancel it and then you air roll into it. Honestly, half of the difficulty is just having the ball far enough that you could cancel the musty in and control the spin on it. I lost the game. No one's playing the game anymore, Chad. I'm gonna be honest. You're the only one playing the game. What car body you think is underrated? The Ecto 3 DLC car. I'm not gonna lie, Chat. Every time I put that car on, we peak with like something crazy. It's a really fun car. I don't know what they did to it that makes it different than other Dominus hitboxes or whatever, but it's so fun to play in. Let me see. Okay. Ecto 3. I guess it's Ecto. It says Ecto 1. Oh. Thought it was Ecto 3. Anyway, Ecto 1. No! I didn't take my trash out. I just realized. Man, the trash guy just walked by my apartment. Maybe I can put it out upstream. Yeah, the Ghostbusters car. It looks goofy, but I swear this car feels so good, and I can't describe why. I don't even know how well it fits the hip. Maybe it's the hitbox fit. Let's check. Yeah, I think it's the hitbox. Look how good that fits. Like, that's basically perfect. Because that's a huge part of why I think so many DLC hitboxes feel terrible. Because they're not designed well. They don't actually fit the car. They like, oh, this is the car, it's Dominus. And then you turn on the hitbox and it's like 1/5 of the car is just hanging out. And you're like, okay. Hey, Mwad. Oh. Sure. Did I get the assist for that? It's also because you'll fake people out thinking you're gonna musty, but if you don't get a series set competitively, only downside, it's very, very hard to do. I would say fundamentally, if something's hard to do, it's not competitively viable. It's why the Fedelix reset never took off, because it's way too hard to pull off in a game. The reason why the flip reset and the musty are good is because you can pull it off when you're good at it, like probably like 80 to 90% of the time, you know? if you're pulling something off once every 50 attempts, you're gonna maybe be able to clip on it, but you won't be able to actually like pull it off like repeatedly. That's why I think what Joyo does is so impressive, because he's able to make anything look competitively viable because he's that good. But that's also because he is an ex-freestyler, so he already knows how to chain stuff a lot more naturally. That's fine. How's it been, man? We're pretty good. We're just trying to get back into our flow, get back to 1800. We typically get a game or two off, and then we unfortunately lose, so trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Ceiling? Ah, man. I meant to hit that a little bit further forward. Nice reset. Nice reset, teammate. Want to see if I can land on that. Didn't quite work. Some guy was rotating. Farolino was rotating back so slow that I'm like, I'm waiting for him to demo me. Yeah, I should have put that as high as possible, and I guess that kind of worked. Okay! I don't know what that... I think the backward guy thought he had it. The guy trailing had it, and then the guy trailing it thought the backward had it. Because Thiago just actually, never mind. Thiago cut that really hard. I didn't realize he jumped early. You gotta hold that flip. Chase him. Hopefully you've been good, Mod. Oh, no, I played his double. Good job. Okay. Nice pass. Guys, no, I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, this car... Because people think I mean when I bring this up. This is by far the best DLC car they ever added. If you don't count the Dominus, it's technically a DLC car. Because nowadays it isn't. I still maintain this is the best car because it fits the hitbox so super well. Oh, I really thought he was going to 50 that earlier. My bad. Should have held that. Okay. Ah, it's really heavy, my bad. I was thinking of putting that up, but then I was like, I don't know if I can get away with that. Oh! Could have had that if I went further back. I just didn't want to go into the goal and then it bounced off the near side, and then it's a save I can't get because I went too far in. I'm going to leave that. Oh, I pre-flipped into that so hard. Okay, sick. What? Interesting. I guess they're down by 2-3, so so they kind of have to go, but I was expecting to dive into that. Okay. Wasn't sure how far across I'd have to go for that. Nice pass. Dang, I didn't want to flip because I was afraid I was going to overpower it. I think he's gonna try to pass that over or back, and I was like, I can steal that if he does. Cybertruck was forced into Octane rather than either Hybrid or Merc. Cybertruck has arguably the worst hitbox in the entire game, in terms of like how it's fit and the functionality of it. So yeah, I don't. Cybertruck was something that I didn't try to badmouth when I first got it for free from Epic. But ultimately, the biggest issue with any frickin' DLC car is that they can't make it cartoony. It has to be to model. It has to be to spec. So the developers send over ratios or whatever of like, hey, this is how long it is, this is how wide it is, this is whatever. And then the problem is no car in Rocket League actually is proportioned that well. So when they finally put the model in and shrink it down, it's kind of like, oh, this doesn't really work. And then they're forced into this awkward thing of like, all right, well, I guess the Dominus hitbox fits this the best. Okay, let's try it out. And then they put it in the game and it just feels wrong and fun. And of course, you check, hey, what's the frickin' hitbox? And to no one's surprise, if it feels weird, it's because it doesn't fit not even close. Like the whole front end is hanging out of the hitbox or something, or the back end is hanging out, and it just makes flying through the air feel a little awkward, and that's exactly what the Cybertruck is. Visually, I don't mind it, it's whatever, but like I felt like when I was moving around the air with it, it was just feeling like I'm not moving the way I expect to, and it's because my brain is computing a completely different type of hitbox and center of gravity. Don't I play with Cybertruck the worse I think it is? Well, yeah. That was my biggest beef with it. It was great for viewership in the first part. Because people would tune in and be like, oh my god, you have the Cybertruck, how'd you get that? Oh my god, blah, blah, blah. And it got so many chats and donations and whatnot, but I was just like, after a while, though. Oh. Ah, yes, chat. This is what we're talking about. No more threes. Did I get timed out? No, we just don't have, I don't know in chat. We're talking about queues, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Again, the cars that are actually named after their hitboxes obviously are going to be great because they're made to the hitbox. Anything that doesn't fit in there, just waste of time after a while. I still agree. I still think that every car should have exactly its hitbox. That's my radical take for Rocket League. Oh. Oh, my bad, turret. Wanted to tap that and then use my flip to get the 50, but that was asking a lot for that angle. Ooh, good save. That's back post, nice. I think you should have different hitbox while it's still rectangle, maybe the same slope. What do you mean slope? I don't mean the hitboxes should be like perfectly matched to like the like they shouldn't be boxes, it should be like perfectly what the car is. I think that would be way too confusing. I think the way that they have it set up right now is perfect, but they need to have cars that match the width and height of the car, because otherwise it's like, what's even the point? And I feel like the counter argument is always like, but it makes cars harder to use. What if there's a broken car? Then patch it, you know? Like, I think having more than just 6 or 7, I guess technically hitboxes now, I think having more than that would be way better, just because 90% of cars are useless, not because of anything of their own fault and design. It's literally just because they don't work. within the guidelines of such a tightly confined hitbox configuration. Oh no, Zaya. Nice, top ends. The top of the car isn't level hitbox, a slight slope on top of your hitbox to the mark as the back of the hitbox taller than the front. I mean, okay. I don't know if that matters as much as more the fit to me. Like, I'm fine with the slope. I don't care about that. It's more about the fit. Like how far from front to back it goes and how wide it is. That's really it. That's all I care about. I didn't realize that guy was that far behind it. That was not a good one, though. Unfortunately, Turd and I think both had a different read. Didn't expect him to get a pinch. That's crazy. Man, that's tough. A lot of weird giveaways. Jackson, no! You're so bad! Oh my god! No! That was the worst possible thing you could have done. Why would you backflip it? Just take a 50. Oh no. He could have just jumped and turned around and then 50'd it or something. I don't know why he's trying to backflip it, especially when he's on the inside of the car, or inside of the ball. It's fine. Jackson. Oh. Too far away. No, I didn't realize he missed. Yeah, trying to play the 50. Couldn't tell how hard he was gonna hit that. That's insane, Jackson. You had someone on the inside and the middle, and you flicked it right down this perfectly straight. Damn, we might lose this. What a throw. Holy crap. Oh my god. Man. That was a sloppy game. It's like the Cavs. Oof. Not the Cavaliers. They do well in the first half. I mean, I guess. Just kind of weird watching us slowly throw it away. Slow motion car wreck. What the? Kind of hard, chat, not gonna lie. It must be about, we're like 1770, I think. 1780, yeah. I don't know if that loss counts. Like mid GC3. You play Claw? Nope, I play normal. I don't know why people play Claw. Rocket League is not a game that requires Claw. Hit me with some good. Excuse me, string? I think the reason people play Claw is just because they don't want to change their boost off of Circle. Give me some good news? I don't have good news yet. Or at least not for my life. Still trending in a good direction. I heard internally that apparently that some guy in the sales department said that they're hiring 2 people. One of them, quote, from Texas, and I'm the only employee to my knowledge that has ever been pursued that lives in Texas for this company, so I'd like to think that means I'm getting an offer sometime this week. They said early next week is when I should hear back, and it's already been Monday, so I'd have to see. I think if you contact me Wednesday, that does not fit the confines of what I mean early. So I'm assuming tomorrow I'm getting probably news. Wednesday's still in the right direction, though. Bang, slick. Feel like we get it. It would be lit. Do all Claw players use Circle for boost? I would argue, yeah. I don't know why. I literally don't know why a Claw player would play Claw if their boost isn't on Circle. It's like you just don't need to reach those face buttons without that. Because otherwise your Claw is trying to reach triangle and circle. Like there's no other reason you play Claw. Offer you 10 million a year to start. Yeah, that'd be a good starter offer. Probably negotiate up though. I don't think it was that close. Honestly, I think I gave them an estimate of like the minimum I would need to do this is 30 to 40 to start with commission, because that plus my 2K a month from my contract work on top of content and whatnot, that would put me in a really good position. And they said, like, if, you know, in the beginning, if I am showing that I wasn't just a waste of time and I actually can, you know, show some promise, then they're more than willing to negotiate, like, immediately, as soon as they feel confident with that. And in my experience, they said, like, that happens after, like, a month, month and a half, maybe 2 with salespeople who are, like, actually bringing in stuff, or at least, like, taking the trainings really well and absorbing information quickly. Then they're down to, oh, sorry, turret. So yeah, food on my table. I only eat gold leaf food. That's probably why. Nice. So yeah, I don't need like an insane amount. Honestly, like if I could get anywhere in this job in the future for like 75K or something, make sure you get it in writing. I mean, that's basically, well, the only reason I would be comfortable if that's not 100% writing is only because they, apparently that's just how they operate in their thing. I'm sure the contract will probably say like, this is like a contract with like options to, you know, extend in the future based on performance or whatever. Because they do very much on performance, like that they're very good at like keep people happy. That's the one review I feel from like every employee I've talked to, is that they're like, I will never leave this company because of how well they pay me and how well they like, how generous they are on bonuses, on like sick leave, on like everything. Like they're super, super, super kind with everything. Like we had one of the engineers, the guy that is my contact there, he said he came into stream and said a guy was on his phone and he drove through his living room. Like he drove into his wall and through the wall. And he said, hey, I'm gonna need some time off for that. And then I go, don't even worry about it. I'm just gonna give you paid time off. Like it's not even gonna cut into your PTO, just take it for free. And I'm like, that's pretty dope that he's able to do that. And the CEO himself is just like, oh, I'm not gonna make you take out PTO for that. That's stupid. He's like, get your stuff in order. It's fine. So I'm like, with a company culture like that, I mean, it makes me feel like they just have a good program for their employees. Obviously, if I can get it in writing, that's cool, but either way. I live on the 5th floor, though. That'd be pretty impressive. Honestly, I'd be more impressed with the driver. He saw a tow truck with like the ramp down, and he's like, wait a minute. I played enough Burnout to know where this is going. Oh, that turret was jumping forward. Luckily, that's a miss. What's the company? I don't want to talk about the company name just for privacy reasons, but... Bang! But I can DM it to you. They're based in California. I think they talked about the possibility of extending to Texas, and that's exactly why I'm potentially being brought on. Or maybe like not explicitly being like expanding, but just being like Dallas is a pretty big market for what they're trying to do, and so therefore they're like, hey, what if we put the guy out there and see what he could generate? Because I guess I'm a little nerfed in that they don't have an electrical license out there, so they can't sell any product that requires like high voltage or low voltage wiring work or like all that stuff, but they can do anything else. So engineering sales, and I live in that lucrative land. I mean, I don't know exactly what they're doing. They did mention like, I don't know what they're doing in the future. I just know that during my interview, they were talking to me about the second interview out of 3. They did mention like, would you be interested in moving to Southern California? And I told them honestly no for right now, just because I have a lease here that I cannot afford to break. But then on top of that, I'm like, if I'm working here for a while and I'm making a lot of money and you're saying I can make even more money if I move down there and I have a good area to set up and you know whatnot, then sure. But like, I'm gonna be dead ass. I would never move to California unless I'm making at least 100K a year. Like I would never even consider living there. Because in my mind, I don't really want to live in SoCal, like whatsoever. A lot of my work in esports is around Texas. I don't have to pay any personal income tax in Texas, which is a great benefit as well. And honestly, I actually do like my apartment. Like, yeah, they were dicks that one time when I was late on my rent for the first time. But other than that, they're good. Isn't that bad over here? It's like GG. No, I know it's not that bad. I just, for me, I'm like, I refuse to live in Southern California unless I'm like actually balling, like money-wise. And apparently, if you work for this company, you will be if you're a good employee and you're productive, especially on the sales side, because commission goes crazy on some of these jobs. But I kind of like I like living in Texas. It's cheap, it's affordable. Obviously, my girlfriend's here as well, so it'd be quite the adjustment to be like, hey, I know you're practicing medicine in this state, but what if you just had to go to another state? Haha. I live in the Northeast where it's pretty brutal as well. Yes, the Northeast. Oh, interesting. Oh. When you do the math, no, I mean, just 1% is, yeah, you know, just move the decimal point in your yearly salary and then multiply by 6. So it's like yeah, it's all gonna be a lot. It's like Mike, thank you for the resub. Oh, great clear. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get past just how expensive it is in Cali. On top of the fact that, honestly, the only city I'd actually want to live in Southern California is San Diego. I don't like San Francisco, despite my sister living there. I do not want to live in LA at all. San Diego's pretty cool, but I also am like, At the same time, I'm like, I don't really know if I could afford that place or if it really worth, but... Where's the third? Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I don't want to get demoed. Oof. Oof. Tear to me, the connection. There's some states, though, in New York where you play crap ton tax and get very little. I will, yeah, I remember growing up in New York State, and when I grew up and started looking at the tax rate, I'm just like, yeah, not doing that. That's the worst one in terms of cost. San Diego? Really? I would have assumed it would be San Francisco because of all the tech guys buying up all the different apartments and buildings. I would say cost of living in San Francisco is kind of insane because I still remember vividly. My sister lived, I don't know the street, and even if I did, obviously I shouldn't mention it, but she lives in an area of the city where you can walk to the beach. Like, you can hear the ocean waves, all that stuff, but it's like a pretty small one-bedroom, like, house. And actually, two-bedroom. But, like, either way, it's like a one-floor, house with a garage. And she loves it, she's living there with her long-term boyfriend or whatever. But she's like, oh, I remember I visited her one time, and I went to a breakfast place down the street. She's like, oh, their bagels are insane. And I will say, bagel was great. But it was like egg, sausage, and cheese bagel and a water is what I got. And it cost me $14.75 for that meal. And I'm sitting there like, dude, like, what are we doing here? I am not doing that. Then, of course, everyone's like, oh, my God, In-N-Out pays their workers like $27 an hour. I'm like, well, of course they do, because can you imagine living in frickin' San Francisco on, $50 an hour? So you're talking about SoCal in general? I mean, I love San Diego, personally. I've just really vibed with that whole place, but... Man, I'm just nailing these. Oh, my God. Guys, this isn't Fortnite. 90 bucks. Something. Do you think you have potential as a Rocket League player if I'm GC 1, Div 3, and 2 as an Xbox and I'm 13? Honestly, man, you just gotta keep working at it. I don't give a crap about your earnings. You played like crap. Top 4 last 2 quals. Mento is very good, but, in a shocking twist, people can have an off game. Shot for 20 shield down. This is such a weird beef, dude. Do they give it to... For me, I don't mind cities, but they can be like New York, LA packed where you have no privacy, constant traffic in the city, never sleeps. Hartford's good because I feel like a big city without the downside. That's kind of my vibe. The only city I would ever live in, but I would probably... I don't know how I'd feel because of my history there, but if I was making a bunch of money, who cares? Is Chicago. I really did like Chicago because it's the feeling of living in a massive city, but you're not dealing with like actually a massive city because it's well, that's okay. In terms of like, LA is like 10 million people in the metro area. New York is like 10 million people in the metro area. Chicago's like 3. So like it's a lot easier to drive around, get around, use the subway. You can be in the busiest part in downtown and it's really not that bad. Whereas New York City, you can walk down the busiest streets and it's like shoulder to shoulder people traffic. No, it's fairly no. But ultimately, yeah, I don't exactly know if they limit me in SoCal, you know? I know they said Beverly Hills is where they send me for training, I think. So I think their corporate offices are there, but I don't know if there's like affordable suburbs in commuting distance from there. I don't think it's an in-person job necessarily, but it's mostly like remote. And then you like drive to some work sites. I'm a sales guy, so apparently I don't have to travel too much, but it kind of helps. But I'm also just like, if my angle in the company is to be good in Texas, and that's where all my connections are, I kind of want to prefer just sticking with that. Well, it's not my favorite streaming community. Hi, how you doing, Rice Bowl? Oh, we're doing good. We're just talking about SoCal living, because my job is, I think, in the future trying to move me out. Or, you know, my potential job. I don't want to say the job. I'm jinxing myself hard if I keep saying that. Man, I played the block and it still went down to him. That's crazy. Teamwork. Man. Wait, what? Yeah, that was my bad. I didn't realize her and I went for that. I was just kind of driving. Chicago's nice. Nashville's another one I'd love to live in. I think, honestly, I'm fine living outside Dallas. This Plano Frisco area is like such a gorgeous place to live in terms of just like everything is like super trendy, bunch of stores, close to like any grocery store you'd want as well. Like in terms of like, if you just want Kroger, that's fun. You have Tom Thumb. You also have any like specialty store possible. So like, which is also kind of nice because back in the day, like in Chicago, for example, I didn't have a car. So it's like, oh, I gotta go buy something today. And you look and there's like, oh, there's Best Buy like a couple miles away. But a couple miles in a city is like very far away. And if I didn't have a car, you'd have to take the subway. And then you look at the subway map and it doesn't go to the Best Buy. So it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna be walking for 45 minutes on top of taking the train. And it's just kind of irritating. But like living in Texas with your car, like everything is like 5 to 10 minute drive, not even. No Wegmans though? Well, I mean, that's fine. Wegmans is all East Coast anyway. I love Wegmans, but like I can live without it, you know? It's great, but I can live without it. I will say Wegmans Sesame Chicken still haunts my dreams. That is still, in my mind, what I think of when I think of Sesame Chicken. No place has ever been able to match it. I don't wonder what the price is nowadays, because it used to be $8.99 a pound for their Chinese. Give her flip? What? Yes, Goog. No, Bader, you're fat. Eat. Oh, no way, that's a goal. No. Nice. Oh. That's so stupid that you're still continuing. Even after you got torched that read. Bought a Pepsi for $2.83 using nickels. I'm not gonna lie, I would destroy you if I was that cashier. Keep the change, buddy, when you give him the $2.85. And the guy's just like... We'll get out a little bit. The cashier is a dirtbag? Why? How is a cashier even a dirtbag? Also, in a way, if you pay with nickels, it's literally like punishing you too, because you have to stand there for extra time as they count it, you know? Like, it's different if you just gave it to them and be like, bye, but you can't do that until they actually, like, tender your cash. So it's like, haha, you have to count it. It's like, okay, you have to wait. Like, who won here? It's the same as a thing I feel with, like, because in a vacuum, it feels like a smart thing to do, or like a petty thing, and it's like, haha. But like, someone gets fined for some superfluous traffic ticket. Some cop pulls over some person, charges them $400 for whatever, I don't know. And then they go to the ticket office, and then they walk up with like a wheelbarrow of pennies, and they're like, here you go, you can count this shit out, idiot. But then it's like, if you think about it, the woman who's counting that didn't give you the ticket. They're not the one that inconvenienced you. It was some other person. So you're just punishing some unrelated employee for you getting a fine. You know? Like, what good is that? If anything, you're the villain. You just ruined that lady's day because someone else wronged you. Like, you're not actually getting revenge on the cop. Or the system, you know? That's a really good pass. That's a musty. No, I had such a good lineup on that. Nice. Had to fix something real quick. It's got DM that someone got erroneously banned on my Twitch. I do miss Wegmans, though. Yeah, if anyone's in the Northeast and you haven't had Wegmans, I guarantee... Honestly, most stuff you can get there is pretty good. Their candy aisle's really good, I remember. But the Chinese takeout is actually elite. It's legitimately like some of the best Chinese I've had outside of like a really fancy ass restaurant that you see. So I would recommend anyone get that. freaking, I keep getting tagged in this Discord that I'm doing voiceover work for like content, but they keep tagging like everyone instead of just having a designated role to stop tagging me specifically, and it's really annoying. Anyway, I start blast. Oh no, Farolino. Hey, Aline. I shouldn't have dove at that one. Okay. No. Okay, cool. I was about to say, I'm like, that's a really weird bounce. Man, I need Farolino a little bit on the same page. I have my final exam tomorrow. Ooh. Best of luck. That's a really good finish. Come on. Private pilot's license. Congrats. The Kind Taco, my alter ego. I think you missed that. No, I'm such a bot. I thought Farolino was turning upfield because, you know, he missed the 100 and also he's on the sideline and also we're down by 1. I should have shot it. Please start 50 that. What a throw. On 4. Huge ass! What's that? Bonjour. I was wondering when we would run into the Mother Teresa clan. Oh. Favorite villain fiction? I don't know what that means. Like a story about a villain, or my favorite fictional villain, or neither. My favorite fictional villain. Now the best touch. Sure. Favorite fictional villain? I'm trying to think a deep dive on like stuff I used to watch a lot and used to be like super into. Within Disney? I'd say Syndrome from Incredibles. Unless that's explicitly Pixar. Or DreamWorks or whatever. No, Pixar. Oof. I don't know why I scooped that so terribly. Not the mole rat at the end of the first one? Mole rat, what? I'm the Underminer! Hey Joseph, are you talking about coaching? Did the Incredible 2 ever pick that up at the end of Incredible? Well, yeah, have you ever seen Incredible 2? It starts with the Underminer. It literally picks off like exactly where number 1 leaves off. Nice. I used to coach. I stopped doing it mainly because people were keep canceling their meetings, and also they would like agree to a price, and then they would be like, actually, would I be able to? And I'm like, no, like we're not. If you agree to the price and we're booked a thing, you pay and then we do it. And Incredibles 2, is it greater than? I would say Incredibles 1 is still better, just because Incredibles 2 feels a little bit more disjointed. I wouldn't say it's bad, but the villain isn't nearly as satisfying. I feel like the final battle and lead up Incredible 1 is incredibly good. Well, that's a terrible word choice, but it's very good, whereas I think that Incredibles 2 just feels a little less than. Not necessarily because it's less, like, well choreographed and everything, but it's more so to me, like, I don't personally find it as intriguing. Because it wasn't necessarily about the spectacle of Incredibles 1, it was more about the fact that, like, they were trying to save the world and learning how to do it for the first time, or save the city for the first time as a family, while also dealing with, like, a lot of trust issues and, you know, learning to overcome one's pride and, I don't know, just a lot of different, like, interesting themes, whereas number 2 didn't really feel like they had as interesting of a conflict for them to overcome. I'd say it's like an 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10 for number 2, 10 out of 10 for the number 1. Letaco, hello BJ Bandit. Matt L. paged. Does anyone outside of doctors still use pagers? I remember my mom having a pager for her job back in the day. So anything remotely in medical fields, I guess people love pagers. This is a very strange game from Holy Church Teresa. I'm guessing one of their players is like very underranked. They're normally pretty competitive in these games. Oh, chat, we made 1800. Dope. 1503 and 1596. Well, that explains a lot. Hugh, are you debating watching Incredibles 2? Okay. Alright, chat, we're in striking distance from SSL again. Just gotta keep it going. No touch. I'm really struggling to chain my first and second resets together today. Not that I was ever, you know, necessarily insane at it, but I feel like I'm calculating them right. I'm just still not getting them. Okay. Getting back to our games chat. Pog. Time for our granola bar. Granola bar break. Oh. Oh. That was the one guy I didn't expect to go for it. LMAO. Good. These are so... I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a weird game. Literally 1800 level team where we're playing and 2/3 of the players do not commit to anything, and then the one guy bails them out over and over. Oh, it's D-Hacks. Yeah, this game feels like D-Hacks is just playing with his buddies or something. Alright, heavy touch, it's fine. Okay. Stayed somewhat close to that one. That's insane that you didn't get that bump, dude. Mess. Okay, cool. I was waiting for our teammate to get that demo. They just, like, did not get it. It's like, Nate, all you gotta do is drive straight. I was debating just rolling it and see if I could beat him out in the near post, but I didn't want to throw away a 2v1. Oh, hello. My bad. Nice job, Nate. Nice job, Nate. Hold on. Now we got some pads. Play Frick's cut. Never mind. All right, we're not going to need to chow that. Nice. Nate gets that again. I can bounce that. Just keep it close. If you throw it away too far, it's a little easier to clear. Yeah, Delicky put that here so I can keep it close. That's fine. Kind of got away from it a little bit. I wish I had a lighter setup. I'm not gonna, yeah, we're gonna stagger it again because I wanted to go forward, but I'm like, if Nate's already up, then we're gonna have 3 people in a line, which creates a very easy defense to beat. George is just gonna throw it to the corner, that's fine. That's another, oh, I thought D-Hack was gonna pass that. Yeah, sorry, Turret. Probably could have played that catch for you. Kind of trusted Nate to get this. He's not gonna jump. That's a shame. All right, well. That's what happens when you gravitate towards the goal. You gotta have someone on the backboard. Or at least ready for the rebound. But I think both Nate and Turret both thought the other one was probably in a better position. Admittedly, Nate, in my opinion, should have jumped for that, because Turret was still coming back. All right, tried to lift that as high as possible, and D-Hacks, I don't know when you took off, but I don't have no idea how you touched that. Awesome. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, never mind. Good recovery by Nate. How are you reacting to that? I could flick. Luckily, I was about to say I'm like Nate or Turret has it. And then Nate had like 100 boosts and he didn't go, and I got a little scared there. Just not enough boost. Oof, nah, the flick I wanted, but it's fine. And then we get him off spawn? No? Okay. Dangerous leave. What a dangerous catch, and it also fooled Nate. Turret just needs to 50 it. Nice. Okay. The only reason I say dangerous is because he caught it on the inside or the outside, so I'm like, that had a huge potential to just completely backfire immediately. No, I did not think Turret was still there. I wasn't even paying attention, my bad. I'm gonna trust this is fine, and then Turret clears, and then I have time to take a soft touch. That was a bad decision, not gonna lie. Good job, Nate. Might get sent deep on this one. I just need to be back. Nice catch by Frick. At least the initial one. Nice, good pass. All right, good OT. Bang. That was a clean first touch. Honestly, the half of it was just trying to make sure I'm like, can I get enough on this to put it on target, or can I like just biff it? That was a good pre-jump by D-Hack. He could complete shut down the easy shot. I had to like slow it down. I didn't check their MMR, but they just felt a little off. But they're good resets, so I guess they're not underranked. They were just playing a little slow in the beginning. Ah, I had more boost. Nice save. That's good. That's a really good pass, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I should have gone off the inside of the post. It would have given me a better angle and take off, but live and you learn. Whoa. Did you hard commit for that demo the moment I touched it? That's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, Tali, you gotta know you're the only one who get that. He like lobbed it and then he waited for half a second. I was like, you're the only person with boost. What the heck? What the heck was that pinch? I don't even know. Did he mean to do that? Let me see this again. Oh, he did. He got perfect contact on that too. I shouldn't have gone to the wall. That was kind of stupid of me. Sorry, teammate. Okay. The undercut. Cruel. Mean. Can you grab that? Okay. Tali. No jump. On fort. George, catch that. Cool. Oof. Man, DX was even later than I was. That was a really lazy catch by me. Very predictable. Thank you. Just like we drew it up. I was gonna fake that, but then the guy missed again, and then I was like, wait, hold on. And it's like, I didn't expect that guy to like not go at all. I expected him to go late, but he just kind of was like, nah, I'm good. A good catch by Frick. Ah, man, I jumped too early on that. I was trying to get above it so I could back post that. That was a bad read. Yeah, little ambitious. I was hoping he had more faith in Tali. I knew he was probably going to miss that one. Nice flick. Should be two. Nice. These are weird ops to play. Yeah, the Frick DX and George are like making like good plays, but at the same time, like there's occasionally they have like a movement where I'm like, wait. I mean, it's all good. It's not like they're like bad and they're just getting lucky. It's literally just like hard to know like exactly where to move around. Nice pass. The ops? Where? And ever since people started saying the ops, when you say opponents, it's like, it is like simultaneously the same term, but it's not, you know? Saying ops is way more serious than opponent. Sure. What? How is that yours? How is that his? I literally touched it. You could hear my touch when it exploded. So I actually put my finger on your car. That's crazy. Before the game. All right, let's see how it is. That's actually psychotic that that's not my goal. Why does it matter? Your team is scoring. Buddy, if I can't get the individual glory, what's even the point? You feel me? Okay. What? I literally saw the spark on his car. Nice save. Farming saves. The harvest is rich this year. Man, that was a stressful one. Cha! They're all probably 1700. I mean, I don't think they are. I think they're literally just like playing a little like free and loose. And it's just a little too loose. Plus, D-Hax is like a very good high-level player, so. That's tough one from Cha, but also the odds that D-Hax would be ready for that to be able to flap that back in. Yeah, I think Cha meant to think that was going in. Forgot how hard the 3-second disco track plays in that goal explosion. No! Not gonna lie, this rotation is actually hot, but I don't know where the frick we're going on these. Oh no. I think Shot probably could have gotten that, but I think he assumed that they would be faster to it. And then they weren't going for it at all, and then we are like, I guess we just wait. Yeah, this pacing is very weird. All right. Luckily, they scored all the... That's like the 5th straight kickoff that they've screwed up, so that's unfortunate. We haven't scored on any of those. Nah, I thought Cha was closer. My bad. Right, Cha's insane as a teammate, so we just need to facilitate him. I think he's honestly just playing passive, because that's what solo queue is. I don't believe that you charged me to that. Okay. Nice. If it counts, it counts, you know? Drills that shot. It's like, wait! I don't even know how he got that. Literally behind him. Whatever. It's on target. Trying to one finger type to Cha, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. Oops. What? I was playing D-Hex pass middle. Sorry, Cha. You pre-jumped me and then it completely broke my brain. I was like, wait, where do you want that? Why are you waiting? I don't get these people. Nice save. Should be a goal. Sad. Oh, it's roll 1. Did not know that was a... I did not know that that was... I did not know that that was a roll 1. I was like, wait, where the frick is turret? I think that's why I like it when people get into rule 1 and we're like not in comms, just literally spam like a quick chat or something like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then I'm like, what's going on over there? And then at least it pays attention to like, oh, that something happened to him. When I don't hear anything, I'm just like, okay, cool, where's our rotation? Honestly, I was trying to backpost that just because I'm like, I could backboard it, but I think they have it. No. Honestly, he didn't even have the touch. I could have just left it. Man, just trying to put it ceiling. Should have committed harder to the double tap off the ceiling. Nice cha, nice cha. He got what? He's got that save? Okay, geez. Blue team's locked in this game. Hello, Kevin Garcia. Okay, we got 20 seconds to get one more. Well, a bit of a throw, but it's okay. Can't win them all. That should not have been a loss. That definitely should not have been a loss. We're goofing a little bit in the beginning. Missed all 3. Love that. 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 Huge fan. Huge fan of missing all 3. Oh my god. I'm a bot. Although dog 2 trying to shoot that when the guy's literally already on him is a pretty rough decision, not gonna lie. Like, you shoot that down the middle if you know it's gonna be traveling like at least a little bit of a distance before making contact. If you're literally taking 50, you're gonna be effed. That's not better. Good speed. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, I was like, he's gonna grab that boost from me, so it's fine. We'll just grab pads, and oh no, I sped him. Oof. Trying so hard to get that clean read. Also, DX reading that bounce up is kind of wild. Oof, I'm sorry, dog. Could turn on that, but I was like, That was a tough one. I don't think dog knew I was there. It was fair. Bonk him? Nice bonk. Well done. Good awareness. W awareness. Even DX respect, he said nice pump. We're just gonna get back just in case. He should have that clean, unless he's going for a catch. That's... he was styling on it for no reason. I don't know why he 360 to get that. Why? Yeah, honestly, if he just stayed like that, it would have been fine. I have genuinely no idea what he was trying to do on that catch. Tried to went near post on that. Should have just lobbed it. Try to facilitate dog to get that cut in. That's a really tight pass I was trying to get though. I don't even know what we're doing. I saw two players in the wall and I'm like, I mean, I'm gonna take a slope challenge because it's fine. I don't know why dog is challenging that. That's where I'm confused. Like, I think he thinks he's second, so even if he gets beat, I'm there, which is not inaccurate, but at the same time, it's like, the guy's doing slow, he has no touch. I feel like you just wait for that. Personally. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, that's a good fake. How are you calmed on that? How did he know? Nice shot. Man, it's crazy how well they can play when our third is not even close to synced. Unfortunate. I know Dogtooth and Cha are good teammates. We're just not at all on the same page in these games. Like, we should not be losing these two straight. Not to say that our teammate, the guys we're playing are bad, but like, they were not a challenge leading up to this. We literally just have to not, you know, double commit. Okay, are there just like a bunch of bots that enter the YouTube chat nowadays? A bunch of people just keep saying said hi. That's like a very common chat that I have repeatedly seen today. No, sounds like what a bot would say. Who knows? I'm not a bot, and it's just what someone who didn't want me to know that they're a bot would say, though. Why? Yeah, GG's turret. I also don't want to keep losing against the same people. I think that lost me 1800. Oh, never mind. We're gonna switch to twos for a little bit now that we're solo. Don't see how much farther we want to go. I'm a human living. Doesn't bode well for you, buddy. This chats ain't helping. Dapper 2.0. Oh no. that Dapper tired. That's insane. Good save. Nice. Okay, I was gonna demo the third, or the second, but didn't see him. I think a kid said hi. Shut up, Birdie! I swear it's like a bot thing. Like, I don't know what it is, but there's been like 4 or 5 people who come in and say that. I don't know if it's like a new trend on YouTube or whatever, but they're always like also all like people without PFPs, and it's like a first and last name. So it's like default Google accounts with like fake names. Like all of them are the exact same. That's why I'm like, this feels like a bot thing. Which weirdly enough on YouTube, I don't think I've ever seen like actual bots in the chat. Nice shot, AT. Oh my. I am Mad L. I've heard those things. Why? I need to see this again. So our cheat up guy. Oh, unfortunate. Well. Try to top shelf and see if I can surprise him. Got a jump scare shot. Like, whoa, you shot it already. Nice, good pass. Not the best double, but I'm like, I know Dapper 2.0 is panicking because he's like, wait, he touched that? That was a really good tap down by AT. I don't think he meant to do that, but it works. Also, I think Dapper was probably playing the crossbar down, so I don't really blame him. Not really an easy situation to find yourself in. I'm gonna go back just in case. Sorry, AT. No, that was my bad. I don't know why I thought I could get there. It's like I forgot I had 33 boost only. Literally, as I jumped, I was like, I am not touching this. I should have just fake shelled. What am I doing, man? I was trying to ground double that one, and for some reason I took it low, which is not how you ground double. I don't... Okay, I'm selling. See, the problem is, because I know this is a lower rank of 2s, I'm challenging as if they're the most incompetent people I've ever seen. And I need to, I need to stop doing that. Like, these are not hard opponents based on how much they're diving in, but for some reason I'm just like, they're not gonna chase that. Of course they are. They're 1700s, you know? That works. Hockey. Right, you're done. You're too backward. Oh, never mind. No! I had the flick and I botched it. Okay, I'll let you interfere. Good 50. Yeah, unfortunately, T, I wanted to pass that to you on the wall, but I also didn't know if you were just going to stealing it back. Nice, okay. Oof. Made up. Honestly, I wanted to flip reset that into a dunk because I had the setup, but I was like, hey, if I miss that, I gotta just put it on target. Hey, the real Mr. Neal. What's good? We're just trying to actually win a twos game. We're very low ranked in twos compared to where we normally are, so trying to close these games out, you know? Nice touch, ET. That should get us to OT. Nice. Oh, DJ Rojo, wow. Hopefully you're doing all right. Last time we spake, seemed like things were pretty chill. Called I got it just so we didn't double commit and throw the game like that. Nice. I'm all right. How are you doing? We might have a new tech sales job. Because esports, unfortunately, going through a bit of an esports winter kind of recession period. We've lost like $30,000 probably this year in terms of potential esports earnings. So yeah, we're looking at, we got a couple interviews down at a tech sales job. The word on the street seems to be that I'm going to hear back early this week. It's already been Monday I didn't hear back, so I'm assuming Tuesday is when I get my offer letter. Real Mysterio, thank you for the $5. I need to take this one careful.
To hit the super chat goal.
I have no idea how much Gapped has. That's a really good finish by them. Really? Interesting. Nice shot. Well done. Gaming. I really thought that he would dive a little bit more across and thinking that whatever, but honestly, I should probably just kept it with momentum. Thank you, Real Steel. Hit our $10. Man, we're really low. Jeez. All right. Push us to 15. Hell yeah. Yeah. Jared Kessler, thanks for following. Still remember C-Reb, not explicitly based off that name, but maybe I'm just deaf and blind. was about to say, I'm like, how many boosts does this guy have? Oh, that was the light one. Fool. I kind of wish he left it. No double. Imagine if I had a musty on that. Post? Okay, we're gonna bounce it just because it slows things down. It's fine. Gap, just don't get flicked near post. And what did I just say? And that's why we get scored on. Gap, buddy, you gotta do your spacing. You gotta do your spacing. All right, we should definitely be leading this game. Let's try this again. Did you take my boost? Run for it. July 20, in 2020, buddy, I don't know if my memory's that good. Oh, you went for that. Interesting. I didn't think you would do that. It's fine. I will say, a little caveat about this game, I have beaten, I think, Grap in every twos game in the past 48 hours, so being on his team for the first time is a little interesting. I'm not a huge fan of how he spaces himself on a lot of these challenges. He seems pretty competent when like he needs to go for a ball like immediately. The problem is like any other read, he's like really panicky, and I can tell he's like overthinking everything he's doing, which then leads to a lot of moments like that. Question mark? Like right there, he has 100 boost and it's a breakaway, but because he's taking such a wide loop to it, he uses all of his boost to literally just recover from his awkward takeoff. Like, you gotta just be decisive. All right, that's too heavy of a touch. Yeah, not the best rotation by me, but I was trying to get back as expediently as possible. No problem. Gap, why is he right behind me? No one will really know. Stop by, say hi or something in chat a bit. All right, see you, C-Rub. Thanks for popping back in. Hopefully we'll see more regularly. Oh, that's bump. Yep. You weren't that good because you... Okay, Zava, you've been... that's a little weird. A little weird. All right, then he just hits one like that. All right, cool. 2 months I finally hit 2K MMR. Congrats, man. In what game mode do you say? Twos? Now I'm gonna quit the game. Cringe. Bro, you could be 3K MMR, and you decide not to. Not actually winnable, unfortunately. I just need a little bit better out of Gift. If we get him again, I am stopping twos. Twos is a fun game mode, but immediately ruined if one person's a revolving door. And admittedly, in the first half of the last game, that was me. But thing is, twos is like only fun if the other teammate is like hitting the ball consistently. If he's just like taking every 50 in the worst possible way, it's just like you're done for. I'll leave him that boost. Can't take it anymore is the most valid twos name I've ever seen. Look at that. Can't take it any more. M-O-R. Thought I could break check him. God, this guy's so good at the game. Man, I had a wide open goal, and then I changed my mind at the last second on my angle. Go for it. Nice. Okay, well, I guess we'll get that back. Oh, he just didn't want it. Okay. I was playing, granted, a very, like, insanely confident, overconfident read, rather. But still. Okay, Poppy. Not necessarily a bad move by him. I just don't really like it when lobby middle, ball middle, you see me with, like, 100 boosts, go for it, and then he's like, no, wait, I have one more touch. I'm like, yeah, but I have multiple? I don't know. Okay, we just had to play for lob. And that works. Teammate first chow, get the flick. Okay, I'm gonna have to play a little bit deeper around Papi Chulo because it feels like he's kind of just playing for the solos, which is not a problem because he's pretty good at it, but it does leave things a little weird. Bang! That was a good touch. Sorry, I would stay with it, but I was like, kind of thought that flick would go a little bit further. I'm not gonna lie, Poppy. Sorry. Kind of didn't expect you to get balled. Unfortunate. Well, that was more on me. Not gonna lie. Should have chowed this one after I flicked. I put him in no man's land, but I also didn't expect that to beat him. I don't know why you thought that was yours. Unfortunate. It's a really good double. How is he? That honestly, really good counter, or at least clear. Wow. Not gonna lie, kind of getting worked by these guys on these challenges. Did not expect this guy to get back to this, considering it's nothing. I knew he had nothing. That's why I was like, okay, I'll just lob it high. If anything, it'll deflect like really hard. And no, it went perfectly into the middle. Not ideal. Yeah, one of the near posts. I hate how you shot that. Good turn, Poppy. 1v1. Missed it. Oof. Honestly, I went for the bounce only because I had just enough time to hit the ground, and I figured if they maybe was going to playing my double, so I was like, all right, I don't want to go for a double and then get it easy cleared, but I'm like, if I go low, maybe he doesn't react to it in time. That was my thought process. I don't know how intelligent necessarily that is. All right, teammate, just play the hard read. Thank you. Good recovery, easy save. I'm gonna play that beat. Nice. Click it on. I love the idea there. I love the idea there, though. Man, Zwav went all the way back on that one. Just try to lob that one. Don't want to really try hard shoot that. It's an easy counter if you do. Man, terrible. Terrible setup. I was trying way too early to get that reset with my remaining boost. Hit it a little too far. I'm going to let you continue that. Nice. Okay. God, my nose is so itchy, chat. You have no idea. I'm trying to play and, like, avoid being like, That's why I keep going like that. It's fine. A little ambitious of me. Poppy Chula just has to not get dunked here. Or demoed. That's a little dangerous, not gonna lie. I don't know if I have that. Okay, cool. Just trying to slow it down a little bit. A little ambitious. Fine. Nice, clear. Okay. That's a good overtime. Oh my god, imagine if that went straight in. We're just gonna do... Oh. Just trying to get underneath it. It's a good demo. He should actually be able to get back in time. Nice. Oh, I thought he own goaled that, I'm not gonna lie. That was like a weird enough angle where I was not 100% sure off the rip. No, what are you doing? He had it, but he hesitated. He had like 100% of that angle. And he just stopped boosting. If he just went, that's fine. Man, that's a crazy way to lose. Oh well. I half like understand why you would hesitate on that, you know, but like if the guy's about to rip a shot and you're playing the middle pass and then you get beat near post, it's like, oh, right. The most likely option is what he did. Yeah, at the very least, you got to play the soft, the most logical option. I missed. Brolo so fast. The other guy? Or me? I mean, it's an art. Play this game enough, it's muscle memory. It's fine. Never mind. Alright, my bad. Ah, man, good cheat up. Heck out. Thank you. No! As soon as I hit that, I was like, wait, I hit it too hard. That's really funny. That's really funny. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dink, dink. Hey, zero context. I'm gonna trust he has that 50. Alright, cool. It's one of those things where I wanted to slow it down, but because he got demoed, I'm like, he's gonna spawn in like sooner than I think, I feel like, you know? So I'm like, I didn't want to give up the easy one. I hate that you dished that. Well, that's a 50. Sorry, teammate, for taking a boost, by the way. Oof. Trying to keep it high so he has an unlimited time for that double. He's way too hard of an angle, though. Yeah. Okay. I'm giving Evan all the lead up to it. I'm giving him very easy fakes, which is the problem. I should just be... All right, cool. Still doing good, bro? I am doing good. We threw a goal earlier, but it's 1-1, so we're fine. We just have to stop overcommitting and overthinking it. We lost a pretty brutal game last time. That's fine. That's interesting. That's pretty lame, you know, air dribble by Evan, but I'm still confused why our teammate didn't play the rebound or play the next shot. He kind of just assumed I had it and then stood still. Which, again, not a bad thing necessarily, but... Dude, Evan, I'm gonna need you to start touching the ball. All right, you take it back. What happened? Oof. Well, I lobbed a ball to the middle, and our teammate immediately threw it to the sidewall. I was not prepared for that, honestly. I took my eye off the ball, so my positioning did not help me there. Ooh, you don't want to win. Oh no, you had 100 boost and you turned around on an infield pass. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I'll take blame for missing earlier, but that was what? It was 1-1. All right. Still a chance. Nah. Try to kill it. If Evan's smart, he would try to kill it, and he didn't. So maybe he's not smart. No, you missed your freaking flick. All right, that's enough twos for today. I was playing his spike. I think my AC turned on because my hands are freezing right now. One sec. Yep, my AC went down from 75 to 70. Literally never, ever, 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 ever go for a Nest thermostat. I don't know why people think that I want some smart, like machine learning nonsense in a thermostat. You know what I want in my thermostat? The ability to set a temperature and for it to stay that temperature. I don't need it to constantly try to learn my schedule. Because if there's ever a day where it's extra hot or something, and then I'm like, hey, stay this temperature. They're like, yeah, no problem. And then, like, in 12 hours, it goes down. And I'm like, hey, I didn't ask it to be there. I'm like, oh, but, like, 4 months ago, you put it there on this Thursday. So, anyway, I'm going to put it there. And I'm like, no, I just want it this temperature always until I change it. And then once I put it at Nutrium temperature, keep it at that. They're like, yeah, no problem. And then it just keeps changing up and down. And so you'll have, like, these moments where the temperature's perfect, and then suddenly you get cold, and you're like, why is it like this? You go over to the thermostat, and it's back to 71. You're like, I don't need it that low. On top of the fact that it just wastes, like, energy. Like, I don't need to be paying for my place to be ice cold while I'm just awake. Like, if my hands are actually cold inside of my apartment, something's wrong. Bipolar thermostat? The most bipolar. It's terrible. What? I started being like, why? It's like, why are my fingers like? Honestly, I never understood at LANs why players always had like long sleeves. Because I always feel like I get really warm when I'm playing games. Because I'm sweaty. But I was always wondered why so many players wear like hoodies and like sweatpants and have hand warmers. And then I realized because when you go to LAN, they are pumping that. Tatum just tore his ACL. Dude just put together an ad campaign for being Superman or whatever. That's crazy. Give me taco or give me taxes. Those are your only two options? Damn. Ah. Oh, that was almost so smooth. Watching an Ahmed video. Hold on. Dude. Nice. I watched an Ahmed video and basically did the shop, and he did it from an Arsenal reset, like I said, so I don't know. But now I'm doubting. I just feel like there's it doesn't feel like you're doing a mechanic no one else has ever done. I feel like every freestyle has tried every variation of doubling. I feel like, not to like, you know, rain on your parade, I just feel like it's very unlikely that that setup has not been done before. Grab with the ankle, not the knee. Who really knows anymore? Tatum could be composed of so many different parts. Maybe his Achilles is made of ACL. They just stitched him together like Frankenstein. Dude, he definitely shoots like he's built like a Frankenstein monster. And then I never liked his shooting form. Dude, I've hit the crossbar post 4 times. What is going on? There's like a cat hair on my nose, and it keeps tickling one of my nose hairs. It's bothering me. Like we're not in threes? Oh, that's the classic problem, Matt. No, don't. All right, I need to stop. Whoever this double is with instinct is just kind of going. The only reason I cut on that is because I figured I was the better angle, but I understand why he went for it, but I was like, I probably have that, right? I thought he was honestly way farther back. He's been kind of like a little passive on some plays. Nice, that's open. Cool. Unfortunate underthrown pass led up to the... Are you kidding me? Dude, I literally took my eyes off because I'm like, okay, that's a goal. Dude, if we... Luckily, we're up by 1-0. I'm not going to lie. This is a class type of game where we have 17 shots and they're all off target or off the post, and then we lose by 1. That's like... This is the vibe. I would love it if you stopped taking the touch. That's a goal. Yep. Had to throw a game because someone told him to kill yourself. Oh, that's fun. Love that. Like, I've definitely seen an Arsenal reset into a musty again. Like, that's why I'm a little like, I don't know, man. Okay. Dang, I wanted to scoop that. Okay, I threw that game. Chad, if we lose, it's on me. Just kidding, that's on instinct. That one, okay, that is strictly off instinct, I will say. I don't know why he's not going for that. He had 100 boost, and bro just froze. Okay, I definitely should have scored that, but my God, the immediate aftermath. I'm gonna take my foot off the gas and the blame there. Oof. I'm gonna have to get off the game, Chad. I'm not finishing like literally anything these past 2 games. Why are they double committing on that? Interesting. Oh, well. All right, good night, everybody.